we know that all these different shapes are polygons. Now, polygons can have a number of sides and a number of angles, and these polygons have some properties that define them. So, what are these different properties? Let's see. So, in a polygon, what do we see? We have straight line segments. It is made up of these line segments. And what are these line segments called? These are called sides of the polygon. So, these sides together make up the polygon. So, in this case, we have all these different polygons, and what are the sides? These are the sides of the polygon. So, side is nothing but each line segment that makes up the polygon. So, all these line segments that make up this polygon are called sides of the polygon. Even in this case, this line segment, this, and this, all of them together make up the sides of the polygon. So, these are sides of the polygon, and they are nothing but line segments that make up the polygon. Now, what about the points where these line segments meet? What do we call them? Well, when these sides meet at one point, that point is called vertex. So, we have more than one vertex in a polygon, and we call them vertices. So, we have in this case 4 vertices. So, while we have these sides meet at a common endpoint, and this endpoint is called a vertex, and together they are called vertices. So, in this case, we have 3 vertices in a triangle. So, what exactly is a vertex? Each point where 2 sides meet. So, every point where 2 sides of a polygon meet is called a vertex. So, in this case, we have all these points which are the vertices of this particular polygon. And in this, we have this point where 2 sides meet, then again this, and this point. All these points are vertices of this particular polygon. So, this is what we call a vertex or a number of vertices in a polygon. Now, what if we join 2 non-consecutive vertices? What do we get then? Well, we get a diagonal. So, this line segment is called a diagonal. So, whenever we are joining 2 non-consecutive vertices, the line segment which we get is called a diagonal. So, diagonal is nothing but a line segment connecting any 2 non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. So, in this case, as you can see, this line segment is connecting these 2 non-consecutive vertices, and this one is connecting these 2 non-consecutive vertices. So, these 2 are the diagonals of this particular polygon. Now, you will notice that when we are talking about diagonals, they always join 2 non-consecutive sides. And if we have a line segment that joins 2 consecutive vertices, then that line segment is a side of the polygon. And when the line segment joins 2 non-consecutive vertices, then that line segment is a diagonal. So, this is the difference between a side and a diagonal. Now, let's come to this particular polygon. Now, as we had discussed, when we had just 4 vertices, then we had just 2 diagonals. But as the number of vertices increase, number of diagonals will also increase. So in this case, if we talk about this vertex, then this is a consecutive vertex. This also is a consecutive vertex. But we have two non-consecutive vertices in this case for this particular vertex. And so we'll have two diagonals originating from this particular vertex. So we have this and this. Similarly, for this particular vertex, again we have two non-consecutive vertices. So we'll have two diagonals originating from this also. Similarly, for all other vertices. So for every polygon, the number of diagonals will change according to number of non-consecutive vertices. Now let's see another case. Now here we have another polygon. Now in this case, what do we see? We see that for this vertex, this is a non-consecutive vertex. So we can join this and we get a diagonal. Now you will notice that if we talk about this vertex, then again you have this as a non-consecutive vertex. So you may say that I will join this and I'll get a diagonal. But no, a diagonal will always lie inside the polygon. So in this case, since the diagonal is outside the polygon, we will not consider this line segment as a diagonal. So in this particular case, we have just one diagonal which lies inside the polygon. When it will be outside the polygon, we will not consider it as a diagonal. So in this case, this is a diagonal and only diagonal of this particular polygon. Now let's consider another polygon. It is a triangle. Now, can you draw diagonal for this particular polygon? No, you cannot. Because in the case of a triangle, all the vertices are consecutive vertices. If you consider this vertex, this is a consecutive vertex. This is also a consecutive vertex. For this vertex, this and this are consecutive vertices. Similarly, for this and this are consecutive vertices. So in the case of triangle, all the three vertices are consecutive vertices. So we cannot draw a diagonal because diagonal joins two non-consecutive vertices. Now can you answer this question? Diagonal is a line segment joining two dash of a polygon. Two consecutive vertices, two consecutive sides, or two non-consecutive vertices. What do you think is the right answer? Well, the right answer is non-consecutive vertices. When we talk about a diagonal, it is a line segment that joins two non-consecutive vertices. Now, apart from that, we also have a number of angles. Now, these angles which are inside the polygon, what do we call them? They are called internal angles. So what is an internal angle? Well, an angle inside a polygon formed by the sides. So in this case, this side and this side form this angle, which is an internal angle. Again, this and this side together make up this angle, which is again an internal angle. And then we have this side and this side, which make up this angle, which is again an internal angle. So all these three are internal angles of this particular polygon. So if you notice, all these angles lie inside the polygon and not outside, and that is why we call them internal angles, because they are inside. What about this particular polygon? Here too we have this side and this side making up this angle. Then we have this angle, this and this angle. All the four angles lie inside the polygon made by the sides. So here these four are internal angles. What about this? Well, inside the polygon, this is one angle made by the sides, this is another, this is one more, this is one more, and this is one more angle. So all these angles which are inside the polygon, these are internal angles made by the sides. Now, what if we extend or produce these sides? Then what happens? Well, we get more angles. And what are these angles called? These are called external angles. So, what exactly is an external angle? Well, if we produce a side of a polygon, the angle it makes with the next side is called an external angle. So, what if we produce the sides or extend the sides like this? Then what do we have? We have new angles. We can make an angle here, that is, we have this side which has been extended and angle made by this extended side with the next side. This is the next side just beside it. So the angle made here, this is an external angle. Similarly, again, in this case, we have this side produced like this, and which is the next side to it? This one. So the angle between this and this angle here, this is an external angle. And again here, what do we have? This is the produced side and the side next to it is this. So the angle is external angle again. So we have these angles which are external angles of this particular polygon which lie outside the polygon. So in this case also, what do we see? We see that we have these four sides and they have been produced like this. Now, where can we find the external angles? Well, this is the extended side and this is the side next to it. So the angle between them here, this is an external angle. Similarly, this here is an external angle, this here is an external angle, and this here is an external angle. And also in this case, you see the same thing. All these are external angles which lie outside the polygon and are made due to the sides being produced. So once the sides are produced, they make an angle with the next side, and that is what is called an external angle of a polygon. So we have all these different properties of a polygon. So we have sides, all these line segments which make up the polygon. These are called sides of the polygon. Then we have angles which are inside the polygon. These are the internal angles. And then we have angles outside the polygon, and these are formed because the sides are produced or extended. These are called external angles. And then we have diagonal which joins two non-consecutive vertices. And then definitely we have these endpoints where the sides meet, and these are called vertices or vertex of a polygon.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge, or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English, and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You also get amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.